Get rid of your jaw and neck pain for good with these simple and easy fascial unwinding techniques. Just 1 month ago, my jaw pain got so bad on the left side, I could barely chew. This was the same pattern that I lived with for years, ignoring the ache, suppressing the sadness, and doubling down on work and overfunctioning. But that pain wasn't random. It was my body holding on every word I never got to say to my mother. And studies show about 1 in 12 Americans are affected by TMJ disorder. Everyone has a TMJ. That's just temporal mandibular joint. Today, I'm going to show you how to release the tension in your jaw, neck, and shoulders so that you don't have to live with pain that isn't yours to carry. Hey guys, I'm Jenna Wahl, former massage therapist of 18 years, and I've worked on thousands of women's bodies. I've seen firsthand how jaw pain, migraines, tight hips, and locked shoulders aren't just muscle tension. They're unspoken stories that your body is still holding. But first, my big vision is to impact 100,000 women to become advocates for their own health. So make sure that you like this video and subscribe to this channel to make that goal come true. Now you might be wondering why your body doesn't let go. Think of fascia as your body's emotional junk drawer. It's the web of tissue that is wrapping around every organ, every muscle, every nerve, from head to toe. When life hits you with something overwhelming, being silenced as a kid, betrayal of a relationship, or even a toxic boss, your body tenses, and fascia holds the pose long after the moment has passed. And that's why pain shows up where the story is. Jaw pain, the truth you couldn't speak. Tight shoulders, carrying everyone else's problems. Locked hips, bracing for impact, not feeling safe, and never safe to rest. One of my longtime clients had extreme jaw pain. It was so bad that she was unable to open her mouth. So physically, I worked her masseter, the hyoid bones, as well as the SCM. But while my hands worked the tissue, we also uncovered the words she swallowed for years, things she couldn't say in her childhood, and things she didn't feel safe enough to say in her marriage. And the moment that we addressed both the tissue and the truth, her jaw didn't just loosen. She laughed and smiled wide for the first time in a few months. But she felt this weight lift from her chest. Your fascia isn't just connective tissue. It is the richest sensory organ in the body. This is going to tell your nervous system if it's safe or not safe. When fascia is tight, your nervous system stays on high alert, bracing for impact. That's why people who do all the things, therapy, meditation, affirmations, yoga, but they still feel stuck. They still get migraines and they still wake up exhausted because they are stuck in survival mode. Their fascia is so tight that it's signaling to their nervous system that they are in danger. And yes, despite them doing yoga, because yoga focuses more on muscle, where fascia is needing slow movements with intention. Language alone can't override what your fascia is whispering. And here is some science-backed info. The fascia is going to send more signals to your brain than your brain to your body. That is why body-first approach techniques are so powerful. Chronic pain equals your body waving a red flag that something unprocessed is still living there. Until you move fascia, the nervous system keeps on firing its alarms, even if the danger is long gone. So instead of forcing calm through breath work or numbing out watching Netflix, we are going to go fascia first. Literally showing the body through touch and movement that it is safe to relax. It is safe to soften. Now let's put this into practice. These are 3 moves I would use on my clients that you can use right now. Number 1 is going to be jaw release. The goal here is freeing up the temporal mandibular joint. We want to reduce clenching and melt stored, I can't say what I really want, tension. Step number one, we're going to bring awareness to this area. So take your fingertips and place it on your temporal mandibular joint right in front of your ear. Open and close your mouth slowly. Notice if one side feels stuck or is cracking, popping, grinding, or moves unevenly. Here we are just noticing and bringing awareness to what you probably have not touched before. Now use the pads of your fingers to gently press down on the masseter. Masseter is going to be from here to the bottom of your jaw. So really, if you put your hand on your cheek, you are touching the masseter. It is massive. And gently press in for 30 to 60 seconds until you feel warmth or softening. Remember to breathe. As that starts to release, you can adjust now to whatever feels comfortable. We're going to slowly bring the pads of our fingers down the masseter from the cheekbone to the chin and opening the mouth slowly and doing it again. You might hear some cracking, some grinding, some popping. We're going to do that 6 to 8 times. And already start noticing how your jaw might be feeling a little bit more relief. This next exercise, make sure that you have washed hands, but we are going to go internally into the mouth to massage that same masseter muscle that we were just working on the outside. Here you're going to slide your thumb into your mouth, and with the outside, you are going to grab onto the masseter using your 2 fingers, the pointer and the middle finger. Let me go ahead and show you real quick. Again, you are going to place your thumb in your mouth. You are then going to find that tight muscle and grip it like a little claw. Now here we're going to hold gentle pressure and find the areas that are tender or sore and hold on to them for 10 to 20 seconds. Once you are done with that area, you move slowly to the next one, breathing 10 to 20 seconds as you move from the top of the cheekbone all the way down to the chin. Again, we are massaging through that whole masseter muscle that we just warmed up with the exercise before. You can also add a yawning exaggeration or even an exhale or an or exaggerated vowel sounds, and that will help coax a release. Another one I like to do is taking my thumbs right behind the jaw, and I just love to hold right here and very lightly. You may even feel a little pressure behind your eyes. So now that you have a little bit of release inside of your jaw, we are going to go into the neck because the jawbone's connected to the neck bone. The goal here is that we want to decompress the cervical fascia. This one's also connected closely to the vagus nerve, so it's going to calm down the nervous system. And big one, we want to reset the forward head posture. So first, we're going to get the sternocleidomastoid, SCM, one of my favorite muscles. And that is going to be this big ropey guy that when you suck in, he's right here. An easy way to access him is just tilting your ear to your shoulder, and then it gives him a little bit of lax. We're going to go ahead and do a lobster claw. So have your pointer finger and your thumb and doing like a chopstick movement. We're going to gently pinch and pull away that rope-like muscle, the SCM. And don't worry if you can't really get underneath it or hold it. This will definitely loosen as you continue doing these movements. And here I like to just move it side to side slowly and up and down, maybe a circle, just giving it a little bit of movement and then moving down an inch and doing the same thing. Side, up, down, around, and then moving back down one more And then I like to give a good roll of my thumb up the neck to behind my ear to help release all of those toxins I just moved around. Whew! Already feel how open that side feels. Another way that's real easy, if that was difficult for you to hold on to that muscle, is taking your fingertips, placing it just above the clavicle and pinning the muscle, and then just turning your neck. Make sure you do it with breath. Inhale back, exhale out, inhale back, and you can move then throughout the collarbone. Another easy way is if you want to hook your fingers on there, so you can pin it using the same side hand. And again, pin and exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Next one is a suboccipital hold, and you do this one laying down. You can do this with a rolled towel or 2 tennis balls in a sock, whatever feels comfortable for you. You'll be lying on your back. You will place the rolled towel or the socks underneath the base of your skull, and then you just rest your head's weight there. This one you're going to let sink in for 2 to 3 minutes. Bonus points, after you're done with that one, I would recommend putting your legs up the wall. So take out the towel or the tennis balls, get your butt as close as possible to the wall, put your legs up, and also rest for 2 to 3 minutes. This helps bring your pelvic floor back in alignment. And now that you just realigned your neck, the next part is realigning your pelvis. And now your body is back into good posture. This next one is one of my favorites, so listen up. This is called a fascial glide with breath. You're going to place the palm of your hand at the base of your neck. You're going to use some light traction to move that skin downward. You will already feel pulling here in the front area of your neck. You're going to inhale, exhale with a sigh, and slowly float your head back while opening your mouth. This is so delicious. So it looks like kind of reminds me of The Ring. I can even feel my jaw trying to pop already. So that is a really good one to do. Try 3 to 5 movements. Moving right along, we are going to release the upper shoulders. The goal is to free the traps because currently they are acting as your armor. Connect your neck, jaw, and shoulders because they are all one unit, and reduce the I'm carrying everyone's bullshit tension. This one is going to be a pin and stretch of the trapezius. Here we are going to take our thumb. I like to use my other hand to help push and bolster my arms so I'm not using as much tension on this side. You're going to get underneath that trapezius and you are going to use a lobster claw to pinch it. We're going to look straight, pinch, and here we're going to bring our ear to our shoulder with breath. Exhale, ear to shoulder. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, ear to shoulder. Inhale, back to center. Already I can feel a trigger point referring into my ear. A fascial maneuver I love from Human Garage is taking your hand, placing it on your trapezius, place your thumb here, and it rests by your vagus nerve. You are going to wrap your hand around your elbow and twist. Now you want to twist whatever way feels the most tense. Is it inward or outward? Now we are going to bring our arm up, turn your head towards your arm, and lean and breathe. In through the mouth, out the mouth, keeping that tension on your elbow. In through the nose, out the mouth, and then slowly moving any which way that you desire to help open up that side body. Whew! Gosh, this side feels great. And the last one I want to share real quick for the trapezius is also going to act as an opener, a heart opener for the pecs, but it's going to allow the trapezius to release. So you're going to take a rolled towel. You're going to place that in between your shoulder blades and allow your arms to open. You're just going to sit there for 2 to 3 minutes, allowing gravity to open up your chest, which once your chest is opened, the trapezius goes, oh, you can do your job? I'm going to relax now. Think of these tools like bailing water out of a leaking boat. They are going to help in the moment. The whole is your fascia, which is storing unspoken fear, shame, and words you never got to say. Until you show your body that it is okay and it is safe, it is going to continue to brace and be in survival mode. And this is why women spend years and thousands of dollars with self-care, but still wake up in pain, feeling stuck, not good enough, and hopeless. The real fix is not more tools. It is addressing the fascia directly and rewiring the nervous system at its root. That is why you rebuild the safety in your body. So here's your roadmap. You are going to notice when your body and where your body braces. Is it your jaw? Is it your neck? Is it your shoulders? Is it your hips? I'd love to know. Share it in the comments below, and I can give you some guidance on what it's trying to share with you. What is the language of your specific issue? Then you're going to apply micro movements like the ones that we did today to release the fascia. And lastly, you're going to celebrate the tiny wins, because what you focus on grows, and you want to catch yourself in those spirals of feeling like this always happens to me. Once you start changing that mindset and notice wins over failures, fears, shame, abandonment, rejection, and you start seeing tiny little wins, you are going to start rewiring your subconscious to see exactly that, more wins. And here's the reframe that I want you to take with you. Your pain is not proof that you are busted, that this is just how things are going to be, especially if you've gone to doctors and all your labs are normal and they can't find anything wrong with you. That's because they are not educated in the actual fascial system to be able to get to the root, the emotional root that created the pain in the first place. That is just proof that your body is protecting you. It is protecting you the only way it knows how. And it's trying to communicate with you with the only language it knows how. Chronic pain, autoimmune disorders, disease. Now, your job is to think it and teach it a different way after you listen to it and understand what it's trying to say. Again, if you want a little bit more help with that, make sure that you jump into my wait list for Beneath the Armor. With just 15 minutes a day, you can relieve chronic pain in 7 days. Your body has carried enough. It's time to give back the ease it deserves. And if you're still wanting to learn, make sure to watch this video next.